Alright, so here's a my rod and reel combo video for the end of 2014, starting 2015. We're going to start with my reels, all 12 of them, and then I'll move on to my 10 rods. So here's just a brief overview, and I'll get back to you, more action. Alright, so here are my reels. I wasn't sure how to arrange them, so I kind of just decided to arrange them by price. So I'm going to start with the Shimano Calais. My dad actually just bought me this for Christmas. Pretty sure he got it used off eBay because this is an older model, but it looks like it's in brand new condition. There's not even a scratch on it. So the new ones retail for $650. This one probably retails for $400. Awesome reel. Well, I'm just gonna name them all. So my most expensive is $400, least expensive is $100. So I have a Shimano Calais, 3 Johnny Morris bait casters that come with the Johnny Morris combo. As you can see, the carbon light rod that goes with these reels. Then I have the Shimano Curado 200 E7. This is G7. This is the one that they got stopped making. Now they make the Curado 200i or 1. That's the new metal one that they started. This is the earlier model of this. It's 1 year older. Lew's speed spool. This is the tournament speed spool. I just bought it the other day for $70 on sale. Tournament laser. I'm really liking it so far. Shimano Sitica. Got this one for $7 on clearance. It's one of my favorite reels, especially for the price. Retails $120 new. Awesome reel. Shimano Castaic. I use this one for flipping or swimming jigs. It's an awesome reel. Got it used on eBay. Shimano Curado I got used on eBay. This is an old one. And a Pro Qualifier that I got used on Craigslist. Awesome reel. I'm going to go into detail of a couple of them. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the Shimano Calais. Awesome reel. It's got smooth, spins very smooth. Let's watch. Amazing reel, smoothest reel I've ever used. It's got 11 bearings, 7-to-1 gear ratio. I love it. I'm going to actually use it for big worms and jigging, like a football jig or a 10-inch worm. That's what I have in mind. But I also hope to use it for finesse fishing and, maybe even frog fishing if I have to. Awesome reel. But right now I have it set up with a Team Daiwa rod. I have it set up with an all-star rod that's going to be used for throwing a football jig. It's an awesome reel. If you have a nice budget or if you want to save up, I would definitely recommend it. $400 on eBay. Shimano Calais. I love it. Next, I'm going to talk about the Curado 200 G7. Awesome reel. I actually used it in tournaments. Right now, I have it hooked up a 50-pound braid. I was using a buzz bait on Neely Henry. But awesome reel. Lately, I've been using it for like 50-pound braid stuff. Pitching a jig, swimming a jig, buzz bait, topwater frog. I like to use it for heavy power fishing. Since it has a 7-to-1 gear ratio, you can use it for anything, cranking, worm fishing, but I use it for heavy stuff. I really like it, recommend it. Got it for $100 on clearance. I don't know if you can buy them anymore in stores, but if you can, you usually get a deal, so I'd go looking for one of these. Next, I'm going to talk about the Lew's Tournament Laser Spool. Awesome reel, very smooth. Right now I have it paired with Cajun line, 12-pound. Really cheap line, but I like it. I've had a lot of luck with it in tournaments. Actually the same line I have on my Sitica. And I got 24th place out of 130 using the score bill with my Sitica on my last tournament on the $5 Cajun line. So I really like it. Awesome reel, very smooth. I plan on using it for deep cranking. As I told you, I got it on clearance during the holiday season. But awesome reel, 11 bearings. I love it. I recommend it as well. Lew's is just an all-around good brand, and even their $80 reels are very good. So love it. Go find one if you can. Lose. And the next reel I'd recommend the most out of all mine is the Sitka. As you can see, this one's left-handed. And I was at Dick's Sporting Good, and this was the last of the older model that Shimano makes, the 201E, 4 bearings. They actually made a new one. But as you can see, this reel, I don't know if you can read it, it's made in Japan. High quality Shimano, you know. Shimano doesn't really tend to let us down. I love it. I use it from everything for cranking to throwing a finesse jig. But lately I've been using it for square bills. And I just love it. My favorite reel, as I said, it was marked down from $100 to $60 at Dick's. And since it was display model and left-handed, he marked it down to $17. And I had a $10 off coupon, so I walked away with this for $7. Best $7 I've ever spent on anything. I love it. Love it so much. Probably my favorite reel for the price out of all my reels. And the last reel I'm going to talk about is the Johnny Morris. Great reel. Comes with the Johnny Morris carbon light rod for $250 for the combo, or $270. It's kind of pricey, but if you want to get a nice combo for $300, it's a great deal. It's a really nice reel. So it's got quality bearings, quality handle, quality reeling. I like to use my Johnny Morris for a little bit of everything. Jerk bait, crankbait. Yeah, you get all around great reel. You can use it for whatever you want. Right, lately I've been using it for a jerk bait in the wintertime. 7:1 to 1. 7:1 to 1 gear ratio, also 11 bearings. Love it. So, oh, actually, I'm going to talk about one more. And that's the Castaic. It's an awesome reel for pitching. As you can see, you can just press up on it. Or you can twist the handle. Because with the conventional reel, you have to twist the handle to pop the spool. But with this one, you can press up. So when flipping into a mat, you can flip your jig and then press up. You don't have to reel. And it just saves time, and you can keep your hand on the reel because you have to set the hook really fast. So awesome reel for pitching. You live in a lake with like a lot of grass, like Gunnersville, like me. That's what I would recommend. So here are my favorite reels for 2014. It's the reels I'd recommend. I had some problem with the equalizer, but after cleaning my reel for a very long time, it's been a love-hate relationship. Not my favorite, but for $100, I mean it's worth the price. But these are my favorite reels: the Sitka, Johnny Morris, Castaic, Corrado, Calais, and the loose laser spool. So if I would recommend any of the reels for the big budget and for the low spender, and for everything in between. But I love them, and they'll be my favorite reels for 2014. And here are my rods for 2014. I have a Skeet Reese Senko and Toad rod. Johnny Morris medium heavy. 7.2. Skeet Reese heavy cover. That can hold a micro guide. Suited for a 1.5 ounce lure. AS Light All-Star. It's a jig rod. It can throw 7.2 fast, medium, heavy. It can throw up to a 1/2 ounce lure. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Can't wait to use it. Next, we got an old Shimano Crucial that was given to me. Love it. Good rod. Next is a Skeet Reese cranking rod, 710. Very whippy. I like to use it for deep diving cranks and rattle traps. Next is just another carbon light, medium heavy, Johnny Morris. Then we got a custom made R-Rods, and that was made in Alabama. My friend won it on the by making the state team. It's kind of heavy. I like to use it for jerk baits and chatterbaits. Then next we got an old Iowa. It's medium rod, very sensitive. This we got one more Johnny Morris Carbon Light. This one's a medium action, very sensitive, very light. And then we got the Johnny Morris heavy rod. As you can see how big that eye is. It's suited for a 2-ounce lure, so I like to use it for flipping, heavy frogging, and Alabama rigs. This is my only Alabama rig rod that I trust to throw an A rig. So those are my rods. 11 rods that I take from tournaments from time to time. I only take 8 to a tournament, so 3 of them will sit out. And great rods. Get back to more action. Or actually, yeah. Alright guys, here's one last video of all my rod and reel combos paired up. Alright, so here's one last video of all my rod and reel combos paired together. We'll start with this one. This one is a Johnny Morris on a Johnny Morris. And I've got 50-pound braid. This is the big one, the 2-ounce. 7'2", can hold a 2-ounce lure. So I have a spur popping frog on it. Here I have a medium Johnny Morris Carbon Light on my Sitka. And lately I've been using it to throw a spoon in the winter. And next is another big Johnny Morris. This one, actually I think this is the 2-ounce. This one's 1.5 ounces. And on it, I put my Sitka, and I usually put a big flipping jig or 1-ounce tungsten on it. Sometimes I pitch with it with 1/2 ounce. And here I have my Shimano Curado 200 or 50E on the Daiwa, old Daiwa. I like to use this one to crank because it has a really sensitive tip. And next I got another Johnny Morris Carbon Light. Okay, well, another Johnny Morris Carbon Light, and on it, the Johnny Morris reel with a 16-pound Bass Pro Fluoro. I like to throw a jerkbait on it in the winter, so that's what I have it paired up for. Then here's my last Johnny Morris, and I have it on my custom R rod, and I like to use it to throw a rattle trap. Then next is the Loose Tournament laser spool on a Wright & McGill Magnum crankbait rod 710. And I have 12-pound Cajun line and a Livingston lure on it. And next is the old Shimano Curado. Very old, this is 3 models ago. And I have it on a Shimano Crucial with Sam You Walk the Dog bait, 50-pound braid as well. And next the Shimano Calais with a football head jig, homemade by me. I homemade the skirt and I poured it myself with a baby pack-a-chunk trailer on a all-star jig rod. It's my nicest combo by far. And then next we got a buzzbait on the Skeet Reese heavy cover rod. I'm not a buzzbait, chatterbait with the Shimano Curado 200E7, also 50-pound braid. And next I have the Pro Qualifier on the Skeet Reese Senko and Toad rod. And as it says, I usually use a Senko or Toad on that rod. Wacky rig. Sometimes I use a soft plastic jerk bait like Super Fluke. So, there it is. Those are my rod and reel combos. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned for our giveaway. We're going to have a Christmas/New Year's giveaway coming up. Bird Wolfpack 1, get back to you more action.